Hello, hi. Today I'm going to be ranking my digital art between the years 2023 to 2025. I have 14 pieces here and I'm going to be ranking them. The ranking is based on skill level and my knowledge. That's basically the thing, not how much I like it per se. I mean, how much I like it counts, but it's not the main thing. You get it. What we have here first is this IRA piece I made. This should be 2025. What I love about it is how messy it is. It's deliberate too. My art style over the years has gotten more messier but more sophisticated. I don't know, it's just my opinion. When you look at the bags, it was a very deliberate and intentional decision to leave the line art messy. I didn't want to fully render it because there was this trend where different artists were drawing this particular IRA shoot. So I decided to hop on it, but then I gave up because my iPad had screen issues. I finally got back to it and I was like, everyone's making this so refined. We don't need that. Let's stay messy. This is where color theory whooped my ass. Like, I was fighting for my life. I was like, should I do some contrast? Should I do this? Should I do that? If you look at the piece, it's quite analogous. Like, the colors are close to each other. Anyway, the background, the dress, the hair. So, what should we give it? I'm giving this an S. Sounds biased, but this is the first piece, full body piece I've made. It was like a problem solving type of piece. My iPad screen was messed up. I couldn't see the colors. So I was like, do I put this here? Do I put this here? Do I put this here? And everyone loved it. It had like 1k likes on Twitter. 1.1. That's the first piece of art that I made that blew up. So next we have this piece. This is an animation actually. And it's a remake of an older piece from not the first year, I don't know, from 2022. It's a remake. And at the time I felt, yeah, that's where we're at. But no. The hatching is horrible. And I was also going for this hairstyle because I couldn't render hair. I was doing this thing where I would make the hair flat, then render the skin well. Posing it as like some art style type thing. But what will I give this? A D. I'm sorry. People liked it at the time. But please, no way, no freaking way. This is rubbish. I won't give it an F though. I tried my best. Next year we have my first Hayley Williams piece. If you know me in real life, you know I love Hayley Williams down. This is my first piece. What I like about it is how, I won't say experimental, but like I started playing around with textures. What I dislike the most about this piece is the rendering of the hair. The hair is whack. Like, what is this? What is at the bottom? Ew. It was initially grayscale, but I was like, nah, the grayscale looked so meh. I like how it was like grayscale, then I put the blood red. It's based off the song Thick Skull. I think I called it Hit Over the Head. It's like when you refuse to learn your lesson and they keep beating your head over and over, that type of thing. I also don't like the way I rendered the eyes. Like, there's an obvious distinction between the eyelash, the eyelid, and the flap here, and it's horrendous. What would I give her? Let's see. Should I give her a B or an A? A for effort. I mean, this was like 2024. Next, we have another Hayley Williams piece. This was from this year. It's based off her song Metazapine. It's a depression drag. I love the song so much. Like, it sounded so Avril Lavigne, Michelle Branch, early 2000s. So I was so obsessed with the song, I decided to make a drawing about it. What I love about it is the typography. Then obviously the signature stars in the eyes. Yeah, that's what I've been doing in my art lately. What I don't like though, it's quite muddy. I tend to have this issue when I'm drawing lighter skin. Most artists struggle to draw darker skin, but for me it's the opposite. I struggle to draw lighter skin. Like, darker skin, you can do a lot of rubbish under it and don't want to know. You can easily blend different colors and different undertones because obviously black people have diverse skin tones and stuff, but with lighter skin tones, it ends up being muddy. That's something I need to improve on in 2026. So where do I put you? Okay. The next piece I have here is a self-portrait of myself. A self-portrait. Not so much to say. I'm going to just quickly put it where it belongs. It belongs in the A, because this is my second self-portrait. No, my third. And this is the best so far. I'm currently making another one, so you never know. This is the best so far. I love the rendering. I love how simple the rendering is, because I think I tend to over-render myself. And I did it in my second piece for my birthday and it looked so muddy. It looked so ugh. I love that I don't have much to say. It's myself. I'm vain. Next I have here is I think this is from 2022, but I rendered it in 2023. This is self-pity. I don't know. I don't have much to say about it. I love the rendering of the skin, but then I hate the way I drew the eyes. The eyes are not it. The eyes are the eyes, like the lips. I don't know what I was thinking about when I was rendering it. I don't have much to say about it. I'll give it a C. It's not so bad. Like, let me give it a B. Next year, my first IRA piece. I hate the rendering. Let me start with what I don't like about it. I hate the rendering. I hate it. I could have done better. I could have done more. But I like how symmetrical her face is. Like, I didn't trace or whatever. I just started rendering from the jump. And it went well. But nah, the rendering is whack. I'm sorry. I'll give you a C. I could do better with the rendering. This was 2023. Next we have here, yes, my study of Tamino. If you're an artist, you know who Tamino is. You can't know the Pinterest guy you can't get rid of. But he's not a Pinterest guy, he's an artist. He sings quite very, 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 not quite, but he's an amazing singer. He makes really good music. You should check it out. I won't waste time. This is straight. I have to give it an S. I can't give it an A. Why I'm ranking it S is because I'll probably put the time lapse up. I was trying to mimic how you'd render a piece traditionally in real life with paint. I don't know what type of paint to. I don't know if it's oils or acrylics, or the way I rendered this and my iPad screen was messed up. Obviously, it was a mess. I couldn't see the colors very well. But I was like, nah, we're going to do this. I also think the muted nature of the reference picture is what helped me, because I tend to paint quite muted colors. Sign of depression. I also rendered the hair when I couldn't see the colors. I couldn't see the highlights. I just intuitively did this. So S. Next I have here is a study of Erin. She's one of my favorite content creators. She's a ballerina. What I love about this piece, I'm going to give it an A because I didn't render the hair well. Why I'm even ranking it high is because of the way I rendered her skin. Usually I start with the sketch, then I block out the darks and start. This one, I started from the lights, and I started from the big picture to the small. I think I was learning how to render from this guy. I'll put his username up here. I can't remember his name. So I was practicing, even with the Tamino one, because that's something I've struggled with for years. I'm always starting from the details. It's only in traditional art that I don't do like that, but in my original stuff, I'm saying original, in my digital pieces, I tend to start with the details first, and that's something I've been struggling with for years. So I was like, nah, we need to find a way. And I was quite impressed with it. Next I have here is my piece Bloom. I like the concept. I've been consuming so much of NK art. I'll put her artwork up here so you see what I'm saying. I didn't even realize I'd consumed so much that when I was making this, I literally vomited all I'd consumed from her pieces. I like the concept. This was actually based off a Hayley Williams song. It was one of my most played songs on Spotify that year. This was 2023. So basically about femininity, all that stuff. I don't have time to explain it. Regardless of that, I have some qualms with the piece, the rendering of the face, the eyes to be specific. I don't like it at all. It looks so fake. see how my eyes, that's not how it looks. And the lashes are quite giving it a B. Next, I have another self-portrait. Is it my first? Yes, this is my first self-portrait. This is like one of my favorites because I was learning how to draw myself. I didn't know how to draw my face. So I decided to draw the back of my head to be sure that it's not a body dysmorphia thing. And I got it quite well. I like the art style rather, not the artistic. Oh, Chineke. I'll give it an A. I love the rendering of my neck. That's why I'm giving it an A. I love the rendering of my neck. Then this next one is FKA Twigs. Also, my iPad was quite messed up, so you can tell by the color of her skin. So I kind of winged it and I was like, maybe this is like an art style thing, but it's not an art style thing. I love the stuff I scribbled around. I was scribbling a lot of things on, like, I was trying to be like Basquiat in a way. What I don't like about it is the lips, the skin tone is quite So where will I drop you? B or A? I'll give you a B. B for effort. Next, we have my favorite piece ever. I'm going to sound quite biased when I rank this. This is my Rema piece. I've been dying to draw Rema for so long, but I didn't know how. But when I drew Ira twice, I was not like, you know what? It's time. And it was so random. I think I just got my new iPad. It was like a month after I got my new iPad. Yeah, it was a month after, or the same month, I think, I'm not sure. And what I love the most about this piece is how I started drawing. I started from darks to lights, which I've never really done before. Like proper darks to lights. I usually start with the mid-tones. I started from like a black slate. I started building up. Because of the lighting of the reference. So I was like, it makes no sense starting with the lights and struggling to put the shadows. My brain had started coming together. Then I love how I put elements of like his heritage. You can see from the mask. Then like the teddy bear, if you know Rema, he loves his teddy bear down. That's his best friend. This piece was actually inspired by one of his tweets. He was ranting about his O2 Arena concerts, like the inspiration behind the mask and everything. I remember everyone was like focused on, oh my gosh, this is so demonic, blah 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 blah. And I'm like, this isn't demonic. Anywhere you see red, you think demons. No. He was paying homage to his roots. And he was writing about how he felt like this rage because he was basically where, they colonized us and stole our artifacts. So he was basically where they put the artifacts, that type of thing. So, yes, I'm sorry. I am so sorry. Straight S. Last but not the least, I doubt I'm going to put this down. The last piece I have here is a study of one random picture I found on Twitter that people seemed to be drawing. So I was like, let me join in. It looks quite nice for like a study. And what I really love about it is how identical it is. I mean, I don't really struggle with realism, especially if you see my traditional art. I'm quite good with realism, but with digital art I tend to struggle with it. But the face is so identical to the reference without me like having to over sketch, that type of thing. I just try to use my intuition. This is where I should place this is where I should place that. Why I wouldn't rank it so high is because of the rendering of the rest of the body. The necklace looks quite weird. I don't know how nobody noticed that. Then I think she was carrying a purse or something. Then her white tank top, I didn't render it well. I think I got tired. The cocoa of the study was her face shot, so not too much of it. I'm going to give her a B. I could do better. I'm just saying. I can't just give everyone A's. I can't give everyone A's. Am I being too mean? I think this could be an A. Let's say it's B on the ranking scale. I think in Babcock, our A starts from 80. Then B is 60 to 79. So this is a high B. Let's say this is 78 over 100. I'm sorry. Work for your 2 marks. So that's it. Thank you for watching. Let me know if you guys think I was being too hard on myself or too biased. I don't think I was hard enough. I'm probably going to look for more horrible pieces because this is not everything I need. There's still like 6 other things I didn't add because most of them were studies. If I do the ranking with my traditional arts, you could see a lot of Fs. Yes, a lot of Fs. So whenever people are like, oh my gosh, you're so talented, I'm like, it's practice, babes. Practice. Thanks for watching. I hope to make more art videos in the future. Thank you. Peace.